I bookmarked partners before, and I guess there's something like I feel like women really carry the burden of preconception. And in part, yes, we are the vessels in which the baby inhabits. So I think it's important that we do carry a good chunk of that. But one thing I loved about my husband, he wasn't my husband at the time, but he was like so excited about his preconception journey. I remember being like, oh, this is really cute. Like he was taking all the iodine and doing all the supplements with me and kind of, doing the cleanses. And yeah, it felt really lovely to do that together and to feel, like in a partnership, I suppose. And I've spoken to other women that that's not the case, where they feel like the partner's like, oh, well, you do it and I'll provide the sperm kind of thing. Yeah, I just wonder in clinic how you bring the partner in if you do, and how women, if they want to talk to their partner about this stuff. Because I feel like guys don't have the same tendency to seek out, this is again another generalization, but to seek out the sort of naturopathic support and the more integrative support. I feel like even getting a man to a doctor can be challenging, as I understand.
We could do a whole podcast on this topic. There's so much in it. So I'm going to kind of break it down. I mean, a lot of men, not all, I feel they don't take criticism of their manlyhood well. And so to have them do tests and further inquiry, it touches on something for them. Now, that's not all men. Some are free and happy to supplement, to do all the testing, to have, as you said, their own preconception journey, which is phenomenal. We need to get men thinking differently, because say in the case that a couple's having trouble trying to conceive, it's not a woman's problem. It's often, 40, 50% of the time actually something to do with the male. And I think why that's happened is because there's been too much of a focus on the woman, and obviously they're carrying the baby, so it makes sense. But it's not just about the womb. It's not just about the egg. It's about the communication of the egg and the sperm. And that absolutely takes a male and a female. You can't really get anywhere without that. So the way that the egg and the sperm communicate is wild. So the male needs to be healthy. He needs to be investigating his own health. Clinically, though, you can't force a man to come in and see you. All you can do is give the woman some education that they can pass on to the male. So I don't force any men in. I don't even put a huge deal of pressure on the woman, because that's such an innate, deep kind of sense for that male as to what they feel their involvement is. So I feel like there needs to be more of a public campaign around it and get men feeling okay to perhaps change their views on it, to understand really that their role is more than just providing their big, strong sperm. So there's a lot in that. I think that if a male can come along the journey with the woman and make some dietary changes and exercise more and do some pretty basic diet and lifestyle stuff, that has huge positive impact. But really what we want to do is get them following their own preconception journey individually and then weaving some aspects of it in together, because the woman otherwise feels immense pressure when things aren't going right, and that can lead to mental health through their journey. That can lead them to feel guilt, and that can lead them to actually be putting themselves in a stressful, unhealthy position for no need. It's absolutely two people, if it is a male and a female coming together and starting a family, that need to be putting pretty well equal amounts of effort into their preconception journey and their fertility journey. And just extending on that, I think that then reflects upon their involvement down the line. If you've got someone who is super involved at the preconception side of things, they have a deeper understanding, a deeper connection for the pregnancy and when Bubs is born, as opposed to kind of stepping back in different stages. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot to talk about in that, but at least at a minimum, getting them involved with your journey will help them.